Howdy, Space Rangers. Captain Phoenix here. Today we're talking about Kid Cosmic. That's right, I have no joke, no nothing to get us into this. I figured, well, might as well just jump right into it. So, Kid Cosmic. This was a show I had reviewed, I think earlier this year. I think the show came out like in February or something. And season 2 has come out, so yay! Yeah, so I remember my first review, not a great review, so I figured I might as well redeem myself here. So without further ado, let's jump into it and continue talking about it. This show still gives me the early 2000s vibes. I still feel a lot of Ben 10 or I want to say Powerpuff Girls feels from this. It just feels very nostalgic still. I like the second season. Again, I feel like it definitely builds the world that Kid Cosmic Center stuff in, or better yet, the galaxy, because we do get to go to a lot of planets. We get to see a lot of interesting characters. Really like it. Obviously, the animation is great. A lot better than the first season. I just love how the colors pop. Like, these are some good colors. Way better than the first one. I mean, it's not the first one's fault, really, I guess, but it does show like a big difference, because like the first season takes place like mostly in the desert. This one takes place in space, so we get to go to different planets, get to see the different stones and their powers, and yeah, it's really good. I also like the story, where basically now they have to fight Erodius, the big bad of the season, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat planets. He doesn't even talk. He's literally just a planet that eats other planets. So you gotta love the fact that we're fighting a planet villain. Kind of reminds me a lot of Galactus from Marvel. Anyway, so yeah, we have that dude Erodius who's eating other planets, and then he has this fanboy Phantos who's now like really the main villain of the show. I love Phantos. I really do. He is such a nerdy fanboy villain. He's like, oh my god, it's a Rodius. Everyone freak out right now. It's a Rodius. Everyone. And he's literally the definition of an old 40-year-old. He's like the definition of the old internet man boy who still lives in his mama's basement. Like literally, he still lives in the spaceship as his mother. The only thing is they didn't make him fat or give him like five chins or whatever, 5 double chins or something. Also, he does remind me a lot of Thanos, as the picture earlier showed, and I was like, yeah, okay, see it, yeah, the dude is going out to collect stones, but instead of like wiping out half the universe, he's just collecting stones so he can be like his role model. Gotta love that. I also gotta talk about how the show like really uses the cosmic stones, or the power stones really well. By not making them special. At first they were special, and then by the end of the season, they are not special at all. Not only is Herodias like covered in the stones, but they just like rain stones all over the earth. So now they're like power stones all over the planet. So yeah, the characters in this season were the only iffy part I had, is that the show is called Kid Cosmic, yet in this season, Kid feels like a side character in his own story. Like, Joe is the one who gets main focus, which is not bad. I do like the fact that we get to see more of Joe's character and how she struggles with being the team leader and whatnot. But like the fact that she's the only, or not the only, but like the fact that she's the main character, like front and center, is a bit weird. Like, the show is called Kid Cosmic for a reason, yet like we are focused, like Kid again feels like his own side character. We not barely focus on him, just we get like his screen time was significantly reduced compared to Joe, who again got a lot of screen time. I didn't mind it, but I found it very weird that they focused on her so much. Again, I don't mind it. I like having Joe as the main character. I really like how we get to see her working with her mom. Her mom also got a lot of time to shine this season, and I really like the fact that this season went above and beyond with the characters. As much as I complained some characters didn't get much development, a lot of the characters from the former season who also didn't get development got a lot more development this season. Joe's mom, the bikers, who's got development, even Tuna Sandwich got development. All of them got their time to shine, and we got to see how each character did their own thing. We even got to get Queen Jean, who again was just supposed to be this wise chick in the last season. Here, she's literally a person who gives bad advice. So I really like the way they're dealing with their characters in this season. We get to see again more of what's the little girl, Nina's parents, and again, this season really does give the characters a lot to shine about. The characters who are side characters in season 1 up front and center in this season. Though, even though I praise them on that, it does mean that the characters from season 1, the main characters, kind of get pushed aside or not treated with as much light as they were in the first season. In this season, they were pushed back. A lot of the main characters from season 1 did not get as much screen time. As I already mentioned, Kid Cosmic himself didn't get much screen time. Papa G, Tuna Sandwich, Nina, all those guys, not as much screen time as they should have, which is a bit weird. I also like how we got to meet this character Crush, who was supposed to be like this big villain. at first, and then she's a good guy, and then she's a villain again. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Another thing I would like to point out about this season is that it's not as dark as the first season. Like, yeah, it deals with some themes here and there, but the themes are very light compared to the first season. The first season dealt a lot with like loss and like, I don't know, like trying to believe in yourself so hard that you kind of miss the point between fiction and reality. This season is just about, oh no, family and teamwork are the most important things in life. Like the first season legit was a bit more darker. Like, you know, we get to see people dying and although it just seemed like a bit more rough. This one very much felt like a children's show. Like, don't get me wrong, the entire show is a children's show, and I don't mind it. It doesn't like make the show worse for me. I just noticed that this season was a bit more lighthearted than the first one. Like, I feel like we only got like 1 or 2 on-screen deaths, which for Kid Cosmic, kind of low. But overall, I still think that this is way better than the first season. Oh, actually, one more thing before I come to my concluding thoughts. There was some chicks back here. By the way, this clip is not mine. This belongs to Charles J. Thomas. I borrowed this video from Charles J. Thomas's YouTube channel. I'll obviously leave the link to the channel and this video down in the description below if you want to go check it out. This is not my video at all, okay? I've already talked about copyright and its issues. I do not want to be part of the problem. Anyway, there was this part in the season which just made me be like, oh, this is a bit funny. This is a bit weird. This is a bit funny. And that is around here with these 3 security chicks. At first when I saw them, they reminded me completely of Totally Spies. Yes, I am a dude. And yes, I watched Totally Spies, right? Get off my back. But it reminds me of this old show called Totally Spies, for those who remember. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it seems to make a lot of sense. Like, wasn't there Sam, Clover, and Alex? Alex was the black one, Sam was the redhead, and Clover was the blonde. Weird that we're like that we're getting like, it just like, I don't know, to me it seemed so weird and random that we got a Totally Spies reference, yeah, considering that these are like security chicks. But then the show goes a step further and not just makes it a Totally Spies reference, but they also make it a Powerpuff Girls reference. Their team is called the PPG, which in the show is called Planet Protection Program, but for degenerates like me, we all know it means Powerpuff Girls. So it's a Totally Spies reference within a Powerpuff Girls reference, or is it a Powerpuff Girls reference within a Totally Spies reference? It's weird. I just found that to be very funny, but it also does make sense seeing as the creator of this show did make Powerpuff Girls, so nice little reference there. In the end, Kid Cosmic Season 2 was a lot better than the first season. A lot better animation, a better story that was more tighter, awesome climax. We actually got to have some action, and I feel like the story episodes were more tied together well. Like, I feel like the first season story was a bit clunky. This season knew how to tie its story well. One episode tied to the next episode, and the characters got their chance to shine. Though we did have to sacrifice some of the old characters. And one other thing I did find weird is how the rules of the first season were broken. In the first season, they very explicitly say that you can't use 5 stones at once, because in the first season we only had 5 stones of power. In this season they're like 13, so a bit canon breaking, but I understand why they did it, just to give the show some variety. But anyways, in the first season they say you can't use 5 stones at once, and we get to see Kid using the 5 stones and how he suffers from using them. But in this season everyone just starts combining stones at will. They use like 2 or more stones. In the first season it was like 2 stones is the max you can do. In this season every person is like using like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 stones. And I guess maybe you could say, okay, well, it's only the precognition stone that you don't use because people get scared by looking at a possible future where they die. But I just find it very weird that everyone just starts using combos at the end of this, and I'm like, did y'all forget the last season? But it's a bit weird. I don't know. So yeah, in the end, Kid Cosmic Season 2, a lot better than the first season. I think I gave the first season like a 7 or 8 out of 10. So in the end, I will give this season an 8 or 9 out of 10. It's a grade above season 1. So yeah, can't wait to see what they do for season 3. And if we're gonna go in with the Powerpuff Girl and Totally Spy references, I am here for it. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I've been Captain Phoenix, and with that, I will see you in another unit. You liar, bro! Okay, why? You liar! I'm sorry. What did I lie about? You forgot to mention our sponsor. All right, yeah. You see, here's the thing. I don't like boring my audience. So for those of you who want to walk out. For those of you who want to stay tuned, let's brush our teeth. Hey, do you like clean teeth? Do you like catching the ladies? Well then, you're in luck, because this video is sponsored by Nu Skin. That's right, Nu Skin is a small company that produces a toothpaste, AP24. AP24 is a toothpaste that does not require water to be used. You can just use it without rinsing or swallowing. It's that good. AP24 has an abrasive side on your teeth, which helps whiten your teeth, remove stains, remove, and prevent plaque buildup, and help prevent dental caries. AP24 provides your teeth with a smooth, clean, and fresh feel. I should know as I use it myself. Yes, I do use it myself. Half the tube is empty. I wish I could show you a picture of the tube, but I forgot to take it before I got here. God damn it. AP24 has a thick, creamy, rich formula that has no harmful peroxides. So what are you waiting for? Go buy AP24 at the official Nu Skin website before they run out. That's at nuskin at www.nuskin.com. That is www.nuskin.com. Link is in the description down below. Get them while they're white and before they're sold out.